Hey guys, sorry about the delay. I'm not gonna explain it in this video. I'll explain it in the description down there so I don't take up a big chunk of the video talking about why the video was delayed, because it doesn't make any sense. So let's get started. I have to post-commentate 90 minutes of commentary. Let's do it. In between each chapter, there are interludes where you get to play as different characters briefly, which is pretty awesome. This one starts out with Peach, and Peach is being... we find out where Peach is kidnapped, finally. And it's by these guys, you remember these guys, and they have brought Peach to this asshole, who's evil. Because evil. Also, this guy seems kind of whiny. There's no point in trying to hide it, silly girl. We know you have the map. We know it! God! Yeah, so basically this guy wants the map to the Crystal Stars because he wants the Crystal Stars himself, because power! But Peach doesn't have the map. We do, and we're collecting the Crystal Stars, not Peach. And that's why this TV guy comes in to tell Mr. Grotus here that he's got the wrong person. The soldier informs him that we've already called dibs on the first Crystal Star, and then Peach goes and fucking ruins everything by yelling our name. God damn it. First Koops and now Peach. Come on. Let's not tell the whole entire world that we're collecting Crystal Stars, please. Peach blabbed about Mario, and now Grotus knows that Peach knows Mario, so she just basically set herself up for an entire world of torture, which is wonderful. So then, Crump, the guy from the beginning of the video who has incredibly up-to-date slang, is ordered by Grotus to go stop Mario in the next location of the Crystal Star, which is revealed to be Boggly Woods. So, pow, he's gone, as he says. So then Grotus summons an X-Naut to summon some people called the Shadow Sirens. And these are the Shadow Sirens. So then Grotus sends, these three ladies after the map as well. So now we have 4 goons on our tail trying to get our magic map. Crump and the 3 Shadow Sirens. And then, actually, we get control of Peach, just like in the first game, and just like in the following game, we get to control Peach. And interestingly, you actually can't advance until you take a shower. You can take a shower as many times as you want, which is kind of funny. You know, there's never really a whole lot to say. So after you take a shower, you can telekinetically open doors, I guess. Or maybe it's just that Princess Peach has never heard of automatic doors. So we wander through the bowels of this establishment, continuing to open doors with our minds. And we encounter a computer. No, it's not Wheatley, unfortunately, but it looks kind of like him. It's tec-xx, who totally, definitely just watched Peach shower. And if that's not ominous, then, I don't know, I feel like this guy could have been a good antagonist. Gotta give this game credit. Of all the crazy, crazy supercomputers in games, like in System Shock 2 and Portal and stuff, this is the only one who's ever actually spied on a video game character in the shower. So, it's kind of extra, yeah. An unusual program deviation occurred when I observed you earlier, says Tech. My higher brain circuitry malfunctioned and nearly overheated at your image. Oh my lord. It's okay, Tech. It's okay. You're just becoming an adult. So basically, Peach made Tech aroused, and if this sounds really uncomfortable, it is, and I, for some reason, feel the impulse to make it even more uncomfortable, which I'm going to do right now. So basically, in this incredibly steamy scene between woman and computer, what Tech wants Peach to do is help him understand the concept of love, so to speak. just too weird. Yeah, it really is just too weird. So Peach tries to explain love, but it doesn't do any good because Tech is kind of a dense computer who suffers from emotionless Hal syndrome, I guess I could call it. And then Tech asks Princess Peach to will she teach him to feel love. He's macking on Peach, and he's a computer. This is one of the best video game scenes of all time, and I'm being kind of serious. In exchange for Peach teaching Tech how to love, Tech is going to grant one wish of Peach, which is Peach wants to send Mario emails so she can tell him where she is. And then presumably after sending the email, Peach goes back to her room to take another shower to wash away the shame. And I don't blame her. I'll cut the music now. And then we go to Hell. Yes, another game where Hell is a featured location. And we finally get to see my favorite character in all of Mario canon, Bowser! We can actually play as Bowser, but unfortunately there's not a whole lot we can do with him yet. We will be able to get some more gameplay with Bowser later. So he was summoned by his trusty, I guess, vice president of Bowser Industries, Kami Koopa, who has a message for him. And we can walk around and we can breathe fire and it's awesome. And then Kami Koopa arrives. Kami tells Bowser that Mario is off to a town called Rogueport. Kami tells Bowser that we're hunting some kind of treasure, and that piques Bowser's interest. Bowser thinks the crystal stars, which is the treasure we're searching for, sound like good world-conquering tools, and he wants them. And then Kami asks if we like fried eggs, and for some reason, I really battled with this decision. I couldn't decide which one I liked, and I finally went with, yeah, I love fried eggs. And then Kami tries to propose a picnic where they all eat eggs and toast, and Bowser's not having it. And he gets really frustrated that Kami would suggest such a thing because he's employing them and he's paying them for a bunch of shit. But this part of the game is actually pretty funny because every time Bowser hits his foot against the ground, the controller rumbles, and it just continually sort of vibrates. And what's funny is that after about 30 or 40 seconds, the controller stops vibrating, so if you had any inappropriate plans with your infinitely vibrating controller, Nintendo knew about that, and they foiled it for you. No, I'm not going to say how I came across this discovery. You're just going to have to trust me. And then Kami comes with news that Peach has been kidnapped, and Bowser's like, is Bowser gonna have to choke a bitch? And he is. So with that cutscene out of the way, we can finally get back to Mario, and Mario is back in Petalburg. When we get back to Petalburg, the main scene of what's going on is Koops is saying goodbye to his new family, his new dad, and his girlfriend. And this is actually one of the saddest scenes in the whole game for completely unintentional reasons. Because as he's saying goodbye to his family, all his dad seems to want to say is, but always remember this, you are my son, Koops, and I am your father. That's all. You are biologically my offspring. And that's it. And then Koopy-Koo is like, Koops, my sweet, I'll be right here waiting for you to prove yourself and for you to get muscles. But until then, you can't stay here. Okay? So basically, what we have here as a going-away party is, Koops, you are biologically my spawn. That is definitely a fact that is true. And, Koops, I kinda like you, but not really. But if you go prove yourself, then maybe someday you'll be able to get into my shell. Depends. I kinda like your dad more right now, though, so you should go soon. So yeah. Man, poor Koops. I mean, he's got the Band-Aid on his nose, which doesn't ever heal, and he's got the lazy eye. And then Goombella jumps in and he's like, "Come on, bitch, we gotta go back to the big door." So we begin our trek back to Rogueport, and then Mario starts vibrating, and it's from Peach. The email that Peach sent in her awkward situation with Tech is basically just telling Mario where she is, but we already know where she is. Also, this happened. Like, fucking... Ugh. I'm stupid. So we get to the end of Petal Meadows and go back into the stone pipe, which takes us back to the Rogueport sewers. So we make our way... God damn it. So we make our way back... What the fuck was I doing? I'm such a... So now we can slide right through here because we have our power. And we go... There's a door in here, which is a bunch of spikes. And I can't help but wonder, what the hell was this room doing in here? Like, why did the city have that room? So we go down here into the pipe to... No? Okay, I guess we're not going to the 1,000-year door. We're gonna fuck around with the button, and that doesn't do anything. And we go down the pipe, and what the fuck? Where was I going? I guess we'll get back to the 1,000-year door later, I assume. And we go into this door. In here, there is Merlovely. So basically, Merlovely can tell you where to find star pieces and shine sprites, which comes in pretty handy if you're trying to collect them all, which I think I might try to do. We'll see. And this guy sells badges in exchange for star pieces. Go back. Why are you looking at the clothes? Stop going down. You can't buy those. What are you doing? So now we're gonna go back to the 1,000-year door. What the fuck where am I going? Okay. I guess we're not gonna go back to the 1,000-year door. Don't go down there. Okay, that's definitely not the pipe to the 1,000-year door, but it does lead you back here. And we can go into this building. It's kind of hidden. It's kind of cool. And this is Merly, a relative of Merlovely. Merly can give you something really cool that you definitely want to do. You want to talk to Merly, and he will put a curse on you, which, depending on how much you pay for it, can benefit you in battle immensely. So, definitely do this. So with that wonderful curse now upon us to help us in battle, we are now off to go to the 1,000-year door, I assume? And here I am fucking with Koops because I'm stupid. And then we finally go to the 1,000... That's not the way to the 1,000-year door! God damn it! So we go back to Rogueport for some reason. Also, in Rogueport is Luigi, who is awesome. If you talk to Luigi, it turns out he's been having an incredibly similar adventure since you've been gone. And he has to rescue Princess Eclair of the Waffle Kingdom, so basically he is having a breakfast-themed adventure, which is wonderful. And even better, Luigi is perfectly willing to recount his entire breakfast-themed adventure for you. Want to hear what happened? It's a pretty long story. Do I? My big brother, that's you, bro, got a letter from Princess Peach and took off. Left behind as usual, I was cooking a snack at home when another letter arrived. We don't get much mail, so I was thinking, huh? This is what the letter said. Sirs, my name is Crepe. I am a cabinet minister in the far-off Waffle Kingdom. Our land has been attacked by the Chestnut King, who took our Princess Eclair. I ask, nay, beg you for assistance. The Waffle Kingdom needs your skills. I humbly request your prompt response, sirs. Sincerely, Crepe. Well, I don't remember it exactly, but I think it went something like that. With Mario, that's you, bro, gone, it fell to me to answer this plea. Hesitating only a teensy bit, I headed to the Waffle Kingdom to investigate. Oh, no. First I wrote a note to myself about what I was cooking, then I left. Once I reached the Waffle Kingdom, I met Minister Crepe, who filled me in. The Chestnut King had kidnapped Princess Eclair and vanished. Apparently, though, some oracle said a marvelous compass could locate her. This marvelous compass had been broken into 7 parts by an ancient curse, and those parts had been scattered across the land. Can you believe it, bro? Each part of the marvelous compass was said to point to the next, and since one of the parts was embedded in the tiara worn by the princess, I surmised that once I collected all the parts, I'd find her. Smart, huh? The minister gave me the compass base spoken of in Waffler Fables. When it activated, the entire thing lit right up, indicating the deep south. It was pointing me towards Rumplebump Volcano on the Pudding Continent. So yeah, here I am. I'm sailing out of Rogueport for Rumplebump Volcano. That's probably going to be pretty dangerous, but I gotta rescue that princess. So finally, I figure out where the 1,000-year door is located. But instead of going straight to the door, I decide to fuck around a bit, because now I have the option to walk through this gate and bounce on this spring and fly. If you take the plane and fly over here, there's another springboard, which gives you a shine sprite, which is pretty cool. If I can get up there, there you go. And then you can just phase through that gate and go in here. In this room is a room that we will do later. Then we finally go and stand on the door pedestal, which lights up our next area, which is Boggly Woods. The location is recorded on our map, and we are on our way. So we go back to Frankly's house, and Frankly tells us where Boggly Woods is, and the best way to get there is through a pipe in the Rogueport sewers. And this thing is a puny, and we actually saw one of those earlier, if you remember. So we have to go look for one of those. And the puny's back, and he runs away. But now we can actually chase him, because we can slide through bars. So, apparently I'm trying to squash it because it's gross. And we get to it, and it's super scared, because we're giant, and we have a mustache. And the puny's like, so you're not bullies? And I'm like, guess again, nerd! And really, it's pretty satisfying that you get the option to do that, even though Coop scolds you for it. But he's a nerd too, so screw it. This fella's name is Punio, and he's from the Boggly Woods, and he's green, so he's a shiny puny, which is interesting. And then Coops makes the joke, X-Knots, what are these, like, tissues to the extreme or something? Boo! Also, the tree has the crystal star in it, and Punio happens to know something about that. So in exchange for chasing off the X-Knots and preserving the sanctity of the mother tree, we're gonna get a free crystal star, so that's a pretty good deal, so we agree to do it. This is the pipe we were looking for that goes into Boggly Woods. So what lies at the other end of this pipe? Something mind-boggling, or my least favorite chapter of the game? I'm not gonna say which one right now, but